Hi everyone, this is Brendan from LemLedger. If you're an agency owner or freelancer and you've ever had a client ask, what exactly did you do this week or why did it take so long? Then this video is for you. Today we're going to look at TopTracker and how to set it up to prove work clearly to your clients. This is done by using real tracked activity and reports. So this video would be for freelancers that bills hourly, agencies managing remote teams, founders who need visibility into delivery, or anyone who struggles to show progress instead of just talking about it. If your proof right now is just sending invoices or saying, trust me, this video will help you add actual data behind your work. Let's log into TopTracker. When you log in, you will see a simple dashboard. What you want first is a clean project setup. So to do this, we'll create a new project. And this one will simply name new project. And then create new project. Next, we'll add workers to our team. To do that, we invite team members. This is where we enter the email address. And invite. Next, add workers. There you go, invitation has been sent. Now your worker will go into their email address and accept the invitation, and then it will clearly indicate here that it's accepted. Okay, so once you have clean workspace, what you will see is a project list. And to look at your project lists, we will go to projects. Fantastic. Now if we go to reports, the reports will show you all your projects, a time tracking panel with activity matrix, and if you go down there, it will actually be a screenshot section. The key here is to keep your project names clean and client specific. For that alone, it can make your reporting easier. Right, so in order to track a real task, you will download the desktop app, which runs in the background. You will select the project name that you have designated it, and then you click Start Tracking. It's that simple. The program runs in the background. Once you've done tracking your task, you'll select Stop Tracking, and then it will automatically import all of the data into this report. This is quite cool because Time Tracker will show you the time duration, activity levels, app usage, and like I said, screenshots at intervals that you can set from anything to 30 minutes and start with 5 minutes. You do not need to manually log anything. It runs quietly in the background, and that's a real plus. Right. So once again, we look at what your clients can actually see. They can look at the exact time worked. Your start and stop times, your activity percentages, screenshots, and what type of applications you used. The activity percentage shows how active the keyboard and mouse were during that session. Your screenshots show visual confirmation of work completed. And you can actually click into each session and review. You can review things like what screen was open, what tools were used, and how long was it active. And this is quite powerful because it removes any doubt. So instead of saying I worked 3 hours, you can actually show, here's the screenshots, the activity rate, and even the timestamp. What that does is it builds credibility between you and your client. You can also go down and generate a report, export it as a PDF or CSV, and then you can send it to your client on a periodic basis. In the report, you will get the total hours worked, your breakdown by day, your activity summary, and actual visual logs. Now, when it comes to talking your invoice, it's actually backed up by data. And that's the key difference. Data reduces friction in those conversations. But there is one honest friction point. TopTracker gives you raw activity proof. But what it doesn't easily give is narrative context. Once again, your clients can see screenshots and percentages and hours, but they don't immediately see what was accomplished, why that task actually mattered, or even what outcome was produced. So you often still have to explain these things in an email or in a meeting. And that's where some back and forth has to come in. For context, this is how we do this in LemLedger, which is the tool we use ourselves. LemLedger focuses less on surveillance style proof and more on structured outcome proof. So instead of just saying, here's the screenshots, it actually connects your task with a time, a deliverable, and a client view. Your clients don't just see activity. What they see is what was done, when it was done, and what result came from it. That has the effect of reducing the explanation emails or the conversations you need to have to clarify. So if you're purely looking for activity tracking with screenshot logging, TopTracker does that job very, very well. If you want better proof of work, LemLedger is the way to go. If you want to see this approach in full, LemLedger is linked below.